Perfect.
So
okay.
holistic nutrition. You saw
Holistic nutrition, yes.
You saw when you're like checking out my new computer that I left the Google tab of like,
It was the best. It was the best thing. As soon as I walk in on Steven's computer in like huge letters, it wasn't even little. It was just, what is holistic nutrition? And I was like, oh, someone's doing his research.
We're really thorough here.
Yeah.
Still.
It was great.
So yeah, what does it mean to you?
Okay.
You know, like how do you view it?
Yeah, well, I'm training to become a holistic health coach. So
Okay.
basically what a coach does is it's essentially like, you know, you have a registered dietitian that you see, or you have your doctor that you'll go see. And your doctor's like, yo, Steven, you got some insane blood pressure, bro. Like, you need to bring your blood pressure down.
Sure.
And you're like, great. How do I do that? And your doctor's like, go see a registered dietitian. Because doctors don't tend to have a lot of nutrition experience. They are doctors. That's what they were trained to do. So they'll send you to a registered dietitian sometimes. Sometimes they won't. And if you go see a registered dietitian, they'll give you a meal plan, and they'll be like, a registered dietitian is essentially like a doctor of nutrition.
Sure.
And so they'll be like, okay, this is your meal plan. Like, here you go. Like, go execute it to bring your blood pressure down. So when you get home, you're like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Like, what the fuck? Like, essentially, you're like, I don't know what I'm buying from a grocery store. I don't know what I should be doing. I have a busy life. I have a podcast I'm running. Like, I'm doing stuff. I don't have time to be cooking meals.
Yeah.
So what you would do is you'd hire a holistic health coach, me, who's been trained in nutrition, and would come in and I would help you implement like a meal plan. I would motivate you. I would teach you different recipes you can do for your own life. I would take you to the grocery store. I would show you around all the healthy food aisles. I would break down different things for you so you would know how to implement it into your life. And essentially I would teach you how to be like a skillful eater is what my school calls it, is like skillful eating.
Sure. So
you know how to nourish your body properly. So that's basically what so holistic nutrition is looking at the patient or the client as a whole person, all areas of health, mental health, emotional health, physical health, what they're eating, what they're feeling, stress points in their life. It's just like a holistic approach to their health rather than just one, area of, in medicine, Western medicine, we tend to focus on one thing. Like, oh, well, you have hypertension. That's because, you're just eating too much salt, not because you're stressed out at work. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. So it's kind of a big picture.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Big picture. Yeah.
So here's the crazy thing to me, right? When I think of things that are subjects, I should say, to better alliterate my point, versus things. Things is kind of a grade level word. So when I think of stuff or things,
yes.
Dieting and just kind of, what you should eat, right? I think that has changed so much since me and you were in elementary school versus today.
Yes. Yeah.
It was all about eating your pasta. That was the biggest pyramid, bottom of the pyramid. When I remember, you got the sheet,
Which there's so much into that pyramid that is just cringy, but
it's so bad.
Yeah, it's a lot of lobbyists is what that is. It's
really
people lobbying to get their foods. Like, so much money is in the farming industry, and so that's why when we grew up, it was all about protein. It was like, you need to eat your meat. You need to have meat with every meal. But really what that was is it was commercial farming that was pushing that into people's. You actually don't need a lot of meat in your diet. It's actually more damaging than it is good. But we could get it. You continue with your pasta. I agree with you.
Well, it was pasta and carbs is like the devil now in dieting. And that was it was like, you got to eat your breads and your pastas to get energy. And that is now like the complete opposite. It's like, it wasn't that long ago.
No, I know. Well, because we have social media now, we are being inundated with new information every like 10 seconds. So obviously health is changing just dramatically. Holistic health coaching is a new field that is projected to grow in the next 5 years. It's a new job title that they're realizing, we need this piece in health to help people. It's so the same thing as we're learning so much about food, the health industry is changing drastically. We have social media at our fingertips. So much new information is coming to us. But carbs aren't bad. I'm not anti-carbs. You do need whole, healthy carbs in your diet. Right. It just depends on the type of carb you're eating. That's where it breaks.
Real processed stuff.
Yeah, like processed stuff is not good. White carbs, like white pasta, you obviously want to stay away from. Whole wheat pasta, though, if you can supplement it with like a whole wheat pasta, that's great. Or you can do like quinoa pasta, like healthier carbs. I was coaching you, which I will, because I will coach you. Is that I will teach you about but there are different kinds of carbs. There's the good carbs, there's bad carbs. Just like there's good fat, there's bad fat. It's just learning about, as being a, educated consumer, of what to discern, what's the good.
If you enjoyed this content, be sure to check out the Standing Still podcast, both here on YouTube and wherever else you listen to podcasts.